African.
Hi there, it's the show again, Constituency Connect on Pan African Television, and my name is Ivy Abunadide Nakite. We are coming to you live from the Ashanti region, Manso Nkwanta constituency to be precise. And this evening, I'm so excited to be on your screen. Well, our guest for tonight is Honorable Samuel Adjei, who is the NDC's parliamentary candidate representing the Manso Nkwanta constituency come December 2024 general elections. You know how we do it here on the show. We're going to ask him questions about his constituency, his vision for the constituency when given the nod come December 2024 general elections. Honorable Samuel, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Ivy.
How is it? You good?
I'm managing.
Okay.
Under the excruciating poverty of Nanado Baumia government.
You're starting so early. Honorable, tell us about yourself, and don't forget to add your political background and the journey to becoming the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Manso Nkwanta constituency.
Okay. Thank you, Ivy. As you have already said, my name is Samuel Adjei, and I'm from Manso Nkwanta constituency, Tetrim, to be precise. And then Aboabo Titkaso, because that's my mother is from Tetrim, and then my father is from Aboabo Titkaso, all in Manso Nkwanta constituency. In fact, I have served NDC for quite a long time.
How long?
I have been a branch secretary for the constituency, and then from there I came to the constituency to support in terms of finances, the activities, the various campaign activities from 2008, where I was a student, and I learned support in terms of running errands for the then parliamentary candidate, Mr. Honorable Elinkwesi, and then to Honorable Oti Prempeh, to Honorable Alex Bonzo, all their regimes, I supported them. After some time, I also developed the interest to support the region in terms of communication. So I became regional communication team member. And as at this time I'm talking to you, I'm a member of the regional communication team for Ashanti region. I've supported NDC in so many ways. After I completed university, my time out there to have direct engagement in terms of the party activity was very limited. So I was supporting in terms of finances. And I remember in 2020, I supported T-shirts with the then constituency executives. I supported them with T-shirts. And I also supported with some amounts to support the campaign. And as I told you, I'm a member of the regional communication team. I also supported the regional communication activities in terms of finances and direct communication for the party. And I remember our national communication officer came to Kumasi and then handed over to me a citation recognizing my contribution to the party. So I've done so well for the party, and that is exactly the reason why when I went for my primaries in the then last May, 13th May, my constituents, my delegates had that confidence in me that I can do best, and so they voted for me to lead the party in the constituency.
Well, Honorable, the Ashanti region and your constituency, Manso Nkwanta constituency, traditionally is NPP stronghold. Now, how do you intend to snatch the seat from the New Patriotic Party come December 2024 general election?
Okay, so Ivy, I have developed some position that there is nothing like a traditional seat for a certain constituency. Because you see, politics is not about religion. It's religion that one will sit down and even will wallow in poverty. But because he thinks he has something treasured in heaven for him or her, he will still rely on that and not do anything. Politics is about attaching to a political party to get development. So I don't believe that a constituency is tagged as traditional a constituency for a political party. When I began going to my people and letting them understand the reason why they have to change their mind, a good number of them are changing their mind because you see, it's the trend is changing. We have a constituency like Wenchi. Wenchi is a traditional seat for NPP. Buzia is a former president of the UP, which and this MPP trace their roots. But now, the parliamentary seat is being occupied by an NDC candidate. I mean, I can tell you the happenings in Hohoi. It was a traditional seat for NDC, but I mean, it was not. So I'm basing on this. I think that, and then coupled with the failure of NPP government in the constituency, I hope that that seat this coming 2020 and with the strategy that I have in place, that seat is going to be snagged because I can tell you, Ivy, and you've been to the constituency. Did you see a single road that Nanado and Baumia government have fixed for my constituents? So do we vote just because we are these people and so we belong to this political party, whether good or bad? And these are some of the communications and the talkings I'm doing with my people for them to change. And quite a number of them have realized that that's one-way voting pattern which they have adopted over the years is not something that is good for them. So they are having a change of mind. So I believe that with the strategies that we have in place, and as I mean talking to you, we have started a strategy. I know this. I can't share that strategy with you. I mean, right here because it's a strategy that you want to take and win the seat, and we've started doing that, and it's giving us positive outcome. So I believe that there is nothing like a traditional seat for MPP. I'm telling you, and I'm assuring you that coming December 2024, NDC for the first time is going to win Manson Fantastic.
Have you been speaking to the people and what are they saying?
Yeah, we've been speaking to the people, and as I've already told you, their key issue, their problem, the problem that is giving them sleepless nights is the nature of the road.
We'll come to that. Come to that. Before that, I would want to know if, given the note by the good people of Manson Quanta constituency, what set of qualities do you have on board? What do you bring on board?
Thank you very much, Ivy. I'm somebody who is a native in the area, and so I know the challenges that my people are going through. When I started my primaries with my delegates, I shared a vision with them, and that vision is what I'm going to implement with the total populace. One vision has to do with the education of the youth. I sat down and did analysis and realized that yes, even though there is a free education, but you see that when the child completes the SHS and then that child is not able to pass, that is all, because the free SHS is targeted, so it's child based. So when the child fall off and then the person wants to even repeat and go in the public school, it becomes very difficult. So when I was during our primaries, I have a friend at Pechi number 2 who runs remedial school. We took some students there. They just wrote that they've gone and then they've written the WASI exams. This is what I want to continue because I've seen quite a number of my people have just completed SHS, but they didn't pass, but they fell off. And I think I see that to be very suicidal. So one of the things that I will do will be to target the those SHS students who have fell off, and I will enhance their certificate so that they'll be able to continue. Another one has to do with the training of our women. Ivy, you know that when women are self-sustained, they help their men, they help their husbands and all that. And you know our area, the mainstay in the area is farming and engaging in galamsey and stuff like that. So I want to teach, engage a consultant or resource person to train the women in some of the things that they can use to sustain themselves, like soap making, how to even bake bread, sanitizers, and those things that they can sell and also get something to help our father. So empowering our women is also one of the things I want to do. And there is in terms of education, there is I mean, education level in our area is very low. So as an MP, when I get the opportunity, I'll use most of my MP common fund to support education. Those who are up to a certain level but lacks the financial backing, I have an opportunity that I will give them scholarships with the MP's common fund, and I will support them. And you see, galamsey is one of the activities that my people do. But you see, MPP came, and then their people are doing it. And then when they are doing it in a bad way. So when I come with a vision that the President Mahama shares, we are going to make sure you are going to localize that. And then you make sure when they are doing the small scale mining, which is the activity that has been there over the years, we are going to make sure that they do it. We group them and they will do it in a very appropriate manner where the environmental degradation aspect will also be looked at. And so these are some of the vision I have for my people. But one of the things that when I cast my mind on, which is giving me sleepless night, is the nature of our road. I'm telling you that Mansour Kwanta constituency is a constituency that is not far from our regional capital, Kumasi. But because of the nature of the road, you can be on the road for about 3 hours. A journey that could take you about 45 minutes will take you about 3 hours. It isn't that sad. So one of my key agenda, my motive will be to lobby well, and ensure that when I give the nod for the first time, that road will be my focus. And I mean, you see, it's even going to be easy for me to do, because I don't think that President John Mahama will just look on that a seat that his MP has made a history for the past 26 years. He has used 2024 to snatch the seat. I mean, whatever development project that I would want in the constituency, he will just do that for me. And the road will be my first and utmost focus.
Yeah, but I've spoken with some of your constituents, and basically they also talk about the fact that there are no jobs in the constituency. So I'm personally I'm interested in youth unemployment.
Yeah.
Now, how do you intend to curb this menace of youth unemployment in your constituency?
Yes, that's why I earlier told you that, you know, Mansour Kwanta constituency is a constituency that is noted for farming, and some other youths engage in small scale mining. What they are doing currently with respect to the small scale mining is just for their own party members, and they are doing that in a bad way without taking the environment into consideration. So when we come, and with a vision that is being shared by President John Dramani Mahama, we are going to regulate the activity and ensure that the youth will get it. And whilst doing that, we also have environmental protection in mind. Secondly, I also have in mind to, in addition to the women that will be trained, some of the youth who are interested in learning how to even fix those who fix what should I say, they mount antennas and DSTVs and those. Uh, we've I've already spoken with some resource persons, and then when I get the opportunity, I will train them in some of these things, and then they will get a job. They will get skills and then enhance their self. There's also lack of vocational education in the area. When you look at Manso Quanta constituency, you will never pride yourself with any vocational school or technical school. So it will also be my focus to ensure that there is a vocational school established in the constituency, so that when people get opportunity to learn some of the trades and they come out, they will be able to use the skills that they have gained to get employment. And so these are some of the things I believe that when I get the opportunity, and with the vision shared by President John Dramani Mahama, we are very hopeful that the 24-hour economy, which we are targeting to implement, get into power in 2024, I will make sure that Manso Quanta constituency will also benefit from the 24-hour economy.
No, but in terms of development, how would you assess the NPP's performance?
In terms of development, I will assess MPP performance as very abysmal, very abysmal, because you see, I told you earlier on that every political party comes and do a project, but there are some key projects that are on the heart of the people, which you have to do for them. And if I'll cite an example, when you come to Manso Quanta constituency, we have only 2 second cycle institutions there: Manso Acheria Senior High School, and then Manso Isansi Botefufom Senior High School. Yes, of course, Manso Dubia is splitted, but then the only senior high school that is there was even established by NDC. Manso Acheria, which is in Manso Quanta constituency, was established by NDC. Isansi Bonte Senior High School was established by NDC. Most of the communities had benefited from rural electrifications. It is NDC that did that rural electrification drive. But then, when it comes to MPP, they have, and especially Nana Addo Bawumia government, they've spent 7 years. They are ending their last year, but you can't boast of any monumental thing that they have done. When President Mahama, President Rawlings was in power, he did a section of Manso Quanta Road. President Mills came, did a section. Yes, of course, President Kufuor also came and did part. But the road has been left to dilapidate. President Mills came, continued from a portion, and then did a larger portion of the road from one place to Manso Bori and beyond. But now, Nana Addo and Bawumia has spent 8 years. Maybe your team, your research team, or your field journalists can go there and ask. If you even know, of course, that when you were doing your rounds, you did not even witness any road, any tarred road that you can say NPP government has done for the people. So their performance is very abysmal as far as the constituents of Manso Quanta constituency are concerned.
Is the NDC ready to break the NPP's dominance in the Manso Quanta constituency? Are you battle ready?
Very ready. That is why I initially told you that it is about communication. It is about engagement with the people. It is about the personality coming. It is not about anything. You see, I personally believe that when you get closer to the people, I've told you I've started a strategy, and I'm beginning to have a different perception that Manso Quanta is a traditional seat for NPP. You see, they have been brainwashed over the years that MPP is NDC is a party for some people and stuff like that. But then when you get closer to them, you talk to them, and you let them understand that yes, NDC is even better than the MPP that they have so long solidarized with, that they need to actually sit down and do self introspection and see. We have voted for MPP for over 24 years. We have not voted for NDC. Let us compare the the records of MPP and NDC in the constituency and see if our blind following of MPP is something beneficial to us. And when you talk to them, sometimes you get closer to them and you talk to them, then they begin to realize that, so they've relied on some myth and perception, which is not helping us. So I believe that NDC can snatch the seat. As far as NDC has been able to snatch some seats that were being dominated by MPP, I have a firm belief that NDC can snatch Manson Kwanta's seat coming
and you
2024.
think this is the time?
And I believe that this is the time because you know what? Manson Odubia constituency was carved out of Manson Kwanta. Now they have fixed about 5 of their roads. Manson Kwanta has never witnessed a single kilometer of road that has been fixed. And you think the people are dumb that they will continue to vote for MPP because they think MPP is their family party or something like that. Ivy, is that what you think my people will do? They are very poised this time around to vote against MPP because they think that they have shown for so long so much solidarity for MPP, but they have let them down. And this time around, they have seen Samia J, who is also one of them, and they think they will vote for Samia J coming December 2024.
Honorable, look into this camera and I want you to say something to your constituents. You know, in few days or months, we'll be heading to the polls to elect representatives, people that are going to speak for us in Parliament. Honorable, what message are you conveying to the people of Manson Nkwanta constituency? Maybe you could mix the English with your local dialect. That's your camera.
Manson Nkwanta constituency for Moson for Samia J, and I'm in cheer free Pan African TV, de Mamo. And Penny Forces are also in so now so answer, and I won't dear a mood. Manson Nkwanta constituency, ye D MPP parties a cheer check. Ya who say ye or Manson, ye uncle Phobi, and the party been a year. Ye this uncle for MPP for a for about 26 years, in more than 24 years. But over constituency, and my papa, what constituency when you know, and this nay from a young Kwanta, a basic Kwakuprom Junction, President Rollins, I want to baby con air. President Atamos, and so Babaye, a crown of the Dona, the Cosi, Manson. Yes, of course, President Kufoyebi. President Mahama Suba and Wap or Babaye is a manchia to Mpatoma, a good first go to Ewa. Mumbusa, President Akufo on the Baumia. Ten be a much or 8 years near more almost a dear bad no my man's our Manson contact conscience. So the air catcher when you say you're 2 about say a pen puntu. You're 2 about say you bring be Papa Ephraim. You're 2 about say me free her, and answer me color away and I'm a color away. 2024 years with the Manson contact conscience. Montu Abama Moon puntu. So call Akoto Banabusa. Almost me 2 about 24 years near Matu Abama party back. What have I gained from it? Ask yourself. NDC and MPP, which political party has a good record in the constituency? And you know that NDC really has a good record in the constituency because MPP has taken you for granted. And I believe that now you've come back to that very census that I believe you have now realized. So 2024, let us all come together. Let us think about our constituency. Let us make a change. Let us make a great change. That change is to push away MPP and bring somebody that we trust, Samia J, who is one of you and has understood and understands your problem. I wish you all the best, and I know that you've taken this, my advice, in good faith, which you work towards it for the development of Manson Nkwanta constituency. Manson Nkwanta be ye so I am no dia. Mama yanto abapa 2024. Mama yansisem.
Thank you so much. Honorable Samuel J is the parliamentary candidate representing the National Democratic Congress in the Manson Nkwanta constituency of the Ashanti region of Ghana. You know what to do, constituents of Manson Nkwanta, come December 2024 general elections. Well, I cannot speak for you. Speak for yourself. Come December 2024. general elections. My name Ivy Abnadide Nakite, and you have been watching Constituency Connect here on Pan African Television. See you same time next week. Bye bye.